in the kitchen, I'm making beef stew. I picked up some stew meat from Sam's, and I have about 2.5 pounds of beef. I'm going to be making the beef stew in the Ninja. I'm going to turn it on and put it onto the Seer saute on high, and we're going to brown the meat. If you don't have a Ninja, you can just use a large skillet on medium to high heat to sear the meat. Now I'm just going to toss all the stew meat into the Ninja. And then once you have all the meat in there, I'm going to use a blend of spices, and I'm going to do 5 tablespoons. The measuring spoon that I'm using is 2 tablespoons, so I've done 2 of those and then half of one of those. The mix of the seasonings that I'm doing is seasoned salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and parsley, and you can just choose whichever seasonings you would like to put onto the stew meat. I'm going to add a spoonful of bacon grease, and then we're just going to let this sear while we get the rest of the ingredients to put into the stew. So I've gathered all the rest of the ingredients for the stew, and I have a couple of cans, and then we're putting in potatoes and carrots. While this is still searing, I'm going to stir this around so that we can continue to brown the meat. I've peeled and washed the potatoes, and now I'm going to cut them up into cubes. I'm using 8 potatoes, and they range from small to medium sized potatoes, and this should be a good ratio with the carrots, the green beans, and corn. I've got all the potatoes cut up, so I'm going to add that to the meat. The meat is still on the searing saute, and I'm going to keep it on that until we get all the vegetables into the stew. And just add the potatoes right on top of the meat. I've washed up the carrots, and I'm going to use the whole bag of baby carrots, and I'm just going to cut those up. I'm done cutting up the carrots, and I'm just going to add that in and just put it right on top of the potatoes. And now I'm going to add in my tomato sauce, Rotel, stewed tomatoes. I'm using the Mexican style, but you can use the plain or the Italian style. The corn, and cut green beans. And I'm adding the juice and all into the stew. No need to drain the cans. And then I'm just going to use my tomato can and fill that twice with water and add that to the stew. And then I'm just going to use my serving spoon and add hot sauce to the spoon. That's probably roughly about a cup of hot sauce. And then I'm going to just mix this all together. Sometimes I do add bell pepper and onion chopped up. I didn't today, but you could also add that in if you like. Now that I have everything in here for the stew, I'm going to change the setting to slow cooker. I'm I'm going to keep it on high, but I'm going to change it to cooking for 12 hours. It's about 8 in the morning. I'm not going to cook this for the full 12 hours. It'll probably end up being about 10 hours. I just like to set it to the 12 and let it cook all day, and I don't have to keep resetting it. Every couple of hours, I do come in and stir it around and check and see how the potatoes and carrots are doing. I'm going to continue cooking this until the potatoes and carrots are soft. It's about 6:30 and the stew is ready. The potatoes and carrots are soft, so I'm gonna go ahead and serve. You can find the full recipe in the description box down below. And I've grated up some cheese, and I'm just gonna add some cheese on top. And I've also made a grilled cheese to go on the side. You could have grilled cheese or cornbread to go for the side of the stew. Enjoy, dinner is served. Thank y'all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe and let us know if you made beef stew. We'll see you next time in the kitchen.